guys, this is moussaka, a traditional Greek recipe for one of my favorite Greek dishes. Let's show you how we make it. Okay guys, let's crack on. So first things first, slice our aubergines with skin on. Make sure the skin is on to keep it intact. Not too thick, not too thin. That's the perfect thickness. Then we're gonna get a strainer, assemble and layer all of our aubergines. Just blast it with salt on both sides. Reason why, I'll show you in a second. Then we're gonna get our potatoes, slice it, peel it first obviously, slice it. Again, not too thick, not too thin, that's perfect thickness. Then we're gonna start to fry our potatoes. We don't wanna overcook the potatoes, but we do wanna get it nice golden brown. And this is what happens when you salt the aubergines. So the excess water is coming out automatically of the aubergines, and that's exactly what we want. We need to leave it for half an hour. Our potatoes are ready. I've cooked it a little bit too much. You just want a touch less cooking. Then let's crack on with our bechamel sauce. So first, gonna melt the butter, add some flour, give it a nice whisk, and we need to keep whisking it so that we don't get any lumps, and we don't want to overheat it as well. It's really important to keep it on medium heat. That's the type of texture that we're looking for. Once we get to that stage, we start adding milk, but make sure the milk is warm, not cold from the fridge. Keep adding the milk, whisking, adding milk, whisking, and keep it on low to medium heat throughout the whole process. We want to get it a nice creamy, almost like a mousse texture from it. And this is the texture that we're looking at right now. It's a little bit too wet at the moment, but don't worry about it. It's gonna thicken up. Once we cook on low heat for about 10 minutes, we're gonna add some nutmeg and season with salt and pepper. Give it a nice mix, fold all the spices in. Leave it again for another 5 to 10 minutes on low to medium heat and keep mixing it. And this is the texture that we're looking for. Now you can see it's a lot thicker. Then once we've got the texture right, take it off the heat, add an egg yolk. Then you're gonna start putting some Parmesan cheese through this mixture. Give it a mix. Once it's combined, then we add some more Parmesan cheese and give it another mix. And then we want all those flavors now to combine together. As I said guys, make sure it's off the heat. At this stage, you don't wanna start cooking the eggs. And that's the texture that we're looking for. That's ready now. After about 30 minutes of sweating with the salt on our aubergines, getting all the excess water out, we're gonna give it a good rinse and we're gonna pat dry it. Make sure it's completely dry, which is gonna be really crucial to make sure that we get a nice, crisp, intact frying process when we fry the aubergines. Then we're gonna start frying our aubergines in olive oil, get it nice and golden brown, flip it over, make sure that it's cooked consistently throughout. And you can see it's held its shape and it's got a nice texture without being too crispy or too over fried. Let's crack on with our meat sauce. Olive oil on a heated pan, add some red onions. Then we're gonna sweat this through. You wanna get it translucent. Once it's translucent, add some fresh garlic. And once the smell of garlic evaporates and you know the garlic's cooked and ready to add our meat. I'm using beef, but the classic recipe is with lamb. Or you can combine the two, but I just don't like lamb. Our aubergines are ready and fried. Put it on a kitchen towel to soak through any excess oil. Once our beef is cooked through, we're gonna add our wine. Cook it through so all the alcohol evaporates. Once the alcohol is evaporated, we're gonna add some tomato paste. Give that a nice mix so it's cooked through completely and combined. Then we're gonna add our chopped tomatoes. Again, give that a nice good mix so everything is combined together. Once it's cooked through, then we're gonna start adding our herbs and spices. So the first things first is bay leaves. Add some bay leaves, and then we're gonna add some dried oregano, a touch of cinnamon, and then finally we're gonna add some fresh thyme. You can use dried, but fresh makes a big difference. Give it a good mix, combine everything together. We're gonna cook this through now on low to medium heat. Add some water as well and cook this through for at least 25-30 minutes on low to medium heat so all those flavors combine and it cooks through. Make sure you don't forget the seasoning, salt and pepper, and always taste throughout the cooking process to make sure the seasoning is perfect. All right guys, our sauce is absolutely amazing. The aromas coming out of it, unreal. Now we're ready to start putting together our moussaka. First things first though, take out your bay leaves and then we're gonna start to put together our moussaka. Take your baking dish. I'm using an individual portion ceramic. You can use Pyrex or whatever you like. First layer is potatoes. Make sure you add some olive oil first and then layer the potatoes on top. Press it down because we want everything to be really, really pressed. And then we're going to layer it with our fried aubergines as well. Then we're going to add our meat and tomato sauce. Give it a nice full layer of meat. Then add another layer of the aubergines. And then we're going to get a good wallop of our bechamel. You really want it to be nice and thick on top. Finally, we just add some Parmesan cheese. Guys, do not add any mozzarella or pizza cheese here. Cheddar or Parmesan is perfect, and that's what we're looking for. Put it in the oven, 180 degrees for about 30 minutes until golden brown, and it's ready. And this is a classic moussaka. Beautiful aromas coming, that cheese and that rich bechamel, unbelievable. Just remember, guys, if you're serving as an individual portion or in a larger oven dish or Pyrex, make sure at least half an hour you let it cool down before you cut it into portions and serve it into a dish or a plate. Otherwise it's going to collapse and fall apart. So make sure you leave it for at least half an hour. Let's go for the taste test. Alright guys, let's go for the taste test. Just look at the layers of potato, aubergine, nice, crisp, moist, that unbelievable mince tomato sauce, and that thick bechamel. Absolutely amazing. It's still a bit too hot for me to try it now, but I'm going to let it cool down a little bit more. But don't forget, guys, if you're going to be serving this and you want it to look nice, make sure you leave it to cool down for half an hour. Slice it, cut it, just like a lasagna, like you'd portion it out of the lasagna and then put it in a plate. Unreal. Alright guys, let's get into this. Hopefully it's not going to be too hot. What I can tell you though, it's just the aromas coming off it is unreal. The textures, the flavor combinations, that rich bechamel. Wow, that's the reason why I've always loved a moussaka. It's just comfort food, great comfort food. And it's beautiful because it's like a lasagna. You can make a big dish and have it, 8 people comfortably. Make it in advance, stick it in the fridge, keep it for 2 or 3 days before you want to throw it in the oven. Or portion it out and have it over 2 or 3 days. Whatever, it's amazing. Make sure you try it, guys.